Alright, what is up, guys? So I have this strange, bizarre, cube-like object that showed up in the mail today, and I figured it would be a good idea to open it on camera, just in case it blows up in my face or something like that, which is bound to happen. No, this is actually the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 Thor's Academy Edition, which I pre-ordered like 8 months ago or more at the beginning of the year, pretty much. And I'm pretty excited about this because this is a great JRPG series. It's really taking off here in the West a lot more lately. I have the limited edition of the first game on the Vita, but I do not have the one for the second game, which I'm pretty sure exists in some capacity. This game comes to us courtesy by my shaking tripod. No, by Nippon Ichi Software again as well. This comes officially from their site, and it's actually packaged upside down. So if you look at the front's facing this way, and the back is upside down. So if I rotate it, and also the ESRB rating and the other information on the back is just a sticker on here. So the moment that I break this saran wrap, it's all going to come off. I do like the way this is sealed though, and it is it's nice and compact. And I was a little bit worried about this, being that it is a another limited edition, and I'm just straight out of room for limited editions and special editions and stuff like that at my current house right now. So it's not practical for me to really buy them anymore. I do a lot of other unboxings for these games by NIS Entertainment or Nippon Ichi Software. I did a lot of them on my old channel, such as Knights of Azure 2, Danganronpa V3, so on and so on, Psycho-Pass game, all that stuff. Great website that is bringing a lot of the better niche Japanese titles from Falcom and other companies like that over here to the West. And they do deserve a lot of support. This is really interesting how they seal this. I don't know that I'm okay with this. But, so it's kind of I was expecting this to be much bigger. The box really does invoke a lot of memories of the Halo Reach Legendary Edition with the way the box is designed. But it is much smaller, and I'm kind of grateful for that in all things considered. This wasn't also the cheapest. It was a little bit on the expensive side. But it does come with a lot of really cool stuff. It's got some nice weight to it as well. So I think we're going to put it upright like this and just kind of see what comes out of here. So I'm really not sure how it's going to be packaged. We'll set that off to the side. And no, that is not the glare of my camera. Actually, that is just a pure white box. So first off, we have the game itself, which... early enrollment edition. They're really sticking with that whole school theme, the whole Thor's Academy theme. This feels very thick as well, so there's either a booklet in here or some other kind of extra content inside of this as well. Very cool cover art with that. Again, the previous two games I have on the Vita, so this is the only game in the series I have on console, even though they both have, respectively, a PS3 and PS4 version. And then, of course, we also have the Steelbook, which I don't really understand why you would include both the original case and the Steelbook, because you would never really put the discs in the Steelbook if you had a regular case or vice versa. But it is really, really cool because I love Steelbooks. I love when things come with them, whether that be, Blu-rays or video games. And that artwork in there is just fantastic. The series is pretty well known for having some pretty fantastic character design and art. Speaking of which, we have... Oh, wow. This is nice. Wow, I am legitimately impressed by the quality of this. This is like a properly bound hardback art book, and it just looks incredible. Yeah, huge shout out to the art department for this game. Like, this is just incredibly well done. And of course, I'm sure some of the appeal of this series is probably like waifus and stuff like that, which is fine. Again, pretty spot on character design, nothing I have an overt problem with, and it is kind of refreshing to have a new JRPG series that is still kind of off the beaten path and not totally mainstream and hasn't succumbed to a lot of the modern mainstream design decisions. And this series is also lauded for having some of the most incredible world building in any JRPG in the modern era. So that's pretty cool to think about. And this looks like the soundtrack, which has some kind of redundant cardboard space at the bottom. But yeah, soundtrack. So I really love the sort of old-fashioned looking art on that. Like it's printed in like either it's a very old like newspaper kind of looking print. I think that is really, really cool. Symphony of Class 7. Very, very cool. I'm hoping that's going to be good. I'm not too familiar with the soundtracks of this series. And then we have probably some lithographs of the different locations in the game. They look like postcards, that kind of thing. So I guess I'll break those open and show those off. And I believe I know what is in the white box there. I think it is a plushie, and we'll get to that. So, wow, these are some pretty cool environments here. Yeah, they're little postcards from the different locations within the game, which I think again is really cool when you consider the established world building in this series. So, wow, that's pretty nice. Quite like that. All right, now for what is probably the centerpiece of the box, this mysterious white box, which I'm pretty sure it is some kind of cat mascot type thing. I think I just got a paper cut from the box, but we'll live with that. And it's stuck on some tape, and it's tearing the box. Oh my god. There we go. Yes, it is some kind of cat creature. Actually looks a little bit like a squirrel or something. I'm not really sure. I'm not too familiar with this character, but the bag it comes with actually says Cold Steel 3 on it and everything, so that's a nice little addition. Kind of reminds me of the little Monokuma that came with the Japanese version of the Danganronpa 1 collector's edition that I have. I have the Japanese versions of the Danganronpa 1 and 2 collector's editions for PSP, but I have the English Vita collector's edition for V3, which is interesting. So, just to make sure, I'm going to break this open and make sure there's nothing else in there that's worth looking at before we end the video. Just have to peel the plastic off the top there. And what do we have? We do have a booklet, and it looks like we have multiple discs. That is cool as hell. So, which one is which? Apparently this one is a bonus disc. I guess that's another CD, like maybe a soundtrack selection or something. Anthems of the Thor's Branch Campus. Maybe that's like a remix collection disc or something, whereas the one that comes in the collection is the full soundtrack or something like that. Who knows? In the game itself. So glad I opened that on camera. That's pretty cool. And then to actually have a booklet, however small, is pretty awesome as well. So very, very cool. All right, that is about it for this unboxing, guys. I don't have any new release games planned to pick up for a while. There's a couple games I want to track down. They did announce that Deathmark is now going to be part of a trilogy. I think it's called the Spirit Hunters trilogy or whatever, and Deathmark now being the first game. And so whatever that second game is that's coming out, hopefully by Halloween, if that has a limited edition, I may pick that up. And then also from NIS America, I'm getting the Langrisser 1 and 2 remastered, which should be coming out early next year, and I'm very, very excited about that, to be able to play the origins of Langrisser and see how that franchise actually holds up to, of course, the later Growlancer games and, of course, the Fire Emblem. So, alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.